What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Gabriel Show. Now listen, I am so excited for today's episode. Please take off your shoes and get comfortable because we have something very important we need to talk about today. So I hope you're ready. You're going to have to take out a piece of paper and pen. We're going to take some notes today. All right, I'm taking you out of school. But seriously, how old do you think you need to be to retire? Is it 65? Is it 66? Or 67? What if I can show you how to retire in your 50s, 40s, or even your 30s?
Oh my God! Wow!
Yes, you heard me, your 30s. All right, listen. If you pay close attention to me today, I will show you the 5 things you can do to retire early, whether it's in your 50s, 40s, and 30s. All right, so real quick, before we get into that, you're going to have to drop me some likes, and I want you to go in the comment section below and comment, "It's not in the budget." That lets me know you watched this video up until here, okay? So thank you. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Let's continue. You see, not everybody wants to work until the age of 65. First thing you're going to have to do is determine what age and why do you want to retire early. And you're going to have to write it down. You see, for me, I've been able to manifest whatever I want in life by writing it down, saying it out loud, and praying. So whatever that age is, I can't tell you. Is it 50, 40, 30, 35? But here's an example. You're going to write down, I want to retire at the age of 35. You're going to write that down and you're going to say it and you're going to pray about it. When you write it down, you actually have a number that you can pursue because retirement is not an age. Retirement is a number. You literally need to build up a certain amount of money, right? By investing and saving early so that you can live off of that for the rest of your life. You just need enough money to cover your expenses for the rest of your life without going to work. See, that's the caveat. Now, it's going to take some time. Retiring early is hard. It's hard work. It's not easy. It's not easy whatsoever. But hard work, discipline, and persistence can help you achieve that goal, guys. So write that number down. The next thing I want you to ask yourself is why? Why do you want to retire early? Do you not like what you do right now? One thing I would recommend you to do is reevaluate your career choice. Where are you working? Do you love what you do? See, if you find something that you truly love and you love what you're doing, it won't feel like work. See, I work as a nurse. I love nursing. Whenever I go to work, I don't feel like I'm working. I could work 5 days a week, 6 days a week. It doesn't feel like work. But nursing isn't fun when you have a lot of debt and you have a lot of financial obligation. By getting rid of certain financial obligations and debt, you could really enjoy what you do. So whether it's nursing, you could be a lawyer, whatever you're doing, if you love your job and you don't want to retire early, okay, you don't have to, but still you can put yourself in a better situation financially by just getting rid of certain debt and having the choice to retire early if you want. See, recently I've been able to transition from working full-time to part-time. How? Just by eliminating all of my debt. If you don't need a lot of income to cover your expenses because you barely have any expenses, you won't need that much money. So when it comes time to retire and you're saving for retirement, you won't need that much money to cover your expenses. The retirement age today is 67 years old. Okay, 67. You could retire and start receiving your Social Security benefits at the age of 62. It used to be 65, right? That was the retirement age, but now it's 67. But really, you can't receive full benefits until the age of 70. Guys, they're going to just keep on putting that number up. But that doesn't have to be your case. That doesn't have to be your life. To have the option to retire early, whether it's from a job you love or you don't love, is one of the best things you can do for your life. After COVID, I realized that tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised, guys. That's all I can tell you. I worked at nursing homes and I actually got to see patients who said, damn, I wish I would have started saving for retirement in my 20s because I wouldn't need to be in here. So guys, start today before it's too late. Second thing you can do is your financial education. Guys, there's a big difference between financial education and traditional education. You're going to have to learn how to manage your money. There's a big difference. I do not care if you are a doctor. I do not care if you're a surgeon. That is traditional education. The five major professions that create the most millionaires, hear me out right now, is engineers, accountants, teachers, executive managers, and attorneys. I did not say doctors. I did not say nurses. If I didn't say that, don't be offended. This is straight up facts and research that I got from the internet. Okay? And listen, don't believe what I say. I'm just a black guy on YouTube. This isn't financial advice. You're not about to catch me with a lawsuit. But you can make a high income and still live paycheck to paycheck. So there's a big difference. You have to educate yourself when it comes to your finances. Financial education and traditional education is two different things because they do not teach finances in school. You're going to have to teach yourself. So please like, share, and subscribe. And I got you. Third thing you have to do, increase your income. Now listen, there's multiple ways you can increase your income. You can work overtime. You can get a second job. Another thing that I like to do is investing in your own education. Invest in yourself, invest in your education. So you could work two jobs, you could work overtime, but when you invest in school and you go to college, studies show that someone who went to college is going to make more in a career than someone who don't go to college. Here's a good example. When I was working at McDonald's, I was making like $200 a week. Now, as a nurse, I'm making over $2,000 a week.
Yeah, boy, oh, man.
So you see the difference? By investing in an education, I was able to increase my income dramatically, okay? So the next thing you could do is start a side hustle. Starting a side hustle is like this, going on YouTube, learning a new skill. You can sell shirts, you can do Uber, you can do so many different things, but you're going to have to increase your income if you want to retire early. The fourth thing you're going to have to do if you want to retire early is live on less than you make. That is super important, guys. So there's a lot of people who's earning a lot of money, but it don't mean nothing if you're spending a lot of money. Okay? So you're going to have to stop keeping up with the Jonases. You heard that phrase before? Stop keeping up with the Jonases? There's another thing called lifestyle creep. Now, lifestyle creep is when you get a raise at your job, right? And then you want to raise your lifestyle. So you get a bigger house because you got a raise. You get a better car because you got a raise. But I want you to just live below your means. Do not change nothing, okay? People who make a high income, people who make six figures are still living paycheck to paycheck. Studies have shown because they're living beyond their means. So, guys, this is something I just want to drill in your head. It's not in the budget. It's not. That big house, it's not in the budget. Those vacations are not in the budget. See me? I still live as if I'm making $200 a week. From McDonald's to a nurse, I try to live as if I was still getting that McDonald's paycheck. Now, the fifth thing you can do to retire early is save and invest. Save often and save early. I only believe in saving up to 3 to 6 months of expenses. Anything more is a waste of money. So hear me out. Let's just say $10,000 was enough to handle 3 to 6 months of your expenses. After that, I'm not saving any more money. I will save that money in a liquid bank account, but besides that, I am going to invest my money. Now, how do I invest my money? I use two vehicles to invest my money. I use the stock market and I use real estate. So let's talk about the stock market. So I don't invest in single stocks. I just don't, right? I don't understand it. If I don't understand something, I won't invest in it. I invest in something called ETFs. What's an ETF? An ETF is basically a group of stocks. I invest in ETFs that tracks the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is the top 500 companies in the United States. Now listen, bruh, if the S&P 500 ain't it, I don't know what is, bro. The ETF that I use is VOO. VOO tracks the S&P 500. Now, whenever I get paid, I just dedicate some of my paycheck towards buying this ETF. I don't care what the stock does, whether it goes up or whether it goes down. I just continue to invest. So that's how I invest in the stock market. It's boring, it takes time, but it works. Now, real estate. How do I invest in real estate? I don't believe in over leveraging in real estate, guys. That's me. I'm a very boring investor. I buy properties that I can pay off within 5 years. If I can't pay it off in 5 years, I don't want it. The property that I'm living in now, I bought it when I was 25, and my goal is to pay it off by the time I'm 30. How do I plan on doing that? Well, I don't buy a house that costs too much. I prefer to buy foreclosures. I prefer to buy something that's within my income rate, something that's below my means. Yes, when I was gonna buy a house originally, they were trying to offer me a house that was above my means or something that I could possibly comfortably afford, but I chose not to. I preferred to go for a foreclosure, something I could pay off. Why? When I pay this off, I can move out and go to another spot that's a little bit nicer, but then this place will be a paid for in full property that I could rent out. See what I'm saying? So now this place will continue to just pay me residual income, even into my retirement. That's how I invest in real estate. So you have to save and invest. Save for 3 to 6 months. Don't save anymore, and then invest your money into one of those two vehicles, whether it's real estate or the stock market. Now, listen, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am a random guy on YouTube. I better not see no lawyers coming up to my house talking about were you giving financial advice, because I will plead the fifth.
Really, nigga?
All right, guys, listen. Um, these are the 5 things that you guys can do if you want to retire early. So the first thing I mentioned to you guys is you have to determine what age and why do you want to retire. The second thing is your financial education. You need to be financially educated. There's a difference between traditional education and financial education. The third thing is increasing your income. You have to increase your income. And we spoke about the different ways to do that. The fourth thing is live on less than you make. Do not keep up with the Jonases. And then the fifth thing is save and invest your money. Guys, if you do these 5 things, I guarantee you, you will retire early. I know retiring early sounds impossible, but it is possible. It is hard work. But if you remain disciplined and persistent, you will achieve this goal. Now, if you find any value in what I said today, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what I can do different. Because I'm reading a lot, and I'm finding out this information for you guys, and I just want to continue doing this. And whatever I learn, I'm just gonna pass it on to you guys because I love you guys. Anyways, thank you for coming over to my house. Put your shoes on and let's go. See you guys next week.